Hello everyone. Welcome to Anyways. I'm your host, Stephannie Solomon, and tonight is day 2 of the 12 days of forgiveness. I want to thank everyone who participated in yesterday's poll from Poll Everywhere, and those who still are participating in the Instagram poll that's out there. So far, I can say that 98% of you are saying that you choose forgiveness. With 2 different polls, 2 different days, you choose forgiveness, and this is from all who participated in both polls. That's the analytics that I have so far. So I'm going to be brief, like I was last night. Just want to share with you that if you want some one-on-one time with me for forgiveness, I'm available at www.stephanie Solomon. Yes, 2 N's. It's on purpose. 2 N's. StephanieERSolomon.com. You can go there to create a schedule. Okay. And those of you who are on Facebook as well as YouTube, I need you to share, like, be engaged with this video, okay? Because I'm trying to grow my community on YouTube. It's a challenge, but I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. All right. So join me there. All right. So let's get into it. My message here. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Go. Here we go here. Well, one of the things that I've learned about forgiveness is that there is a faux forgiveness and there's pure forgiveness. Faux forgiveness is fake. Okay. It's pseudo. It's giving the appearance of forgiveness, and hello, it's giving the appearance of forgiveness, but it's not. It's imitation. It's giving the optics of what we think people want to see, and I've talked about that a lot of times. People have these misinterpretations of what forgiveness is and even what it looks like, and people will watch us, especially if they know that something went down. You know how folk are. And they will watch body language and all of that. And it's always amazing to me because I am an observer myself. And it's always interesting to watch people watching other people or watching me. It's funny, as if you don't notice. But the optics, they're not, I just want to say to someone out there who's faking it, people can see through it, especially when you're trying to be cordial, and which you should be. You're giving pleasantries, you're in the same spaces with individuals who have said or done some things that have been offensive to you. And even if you've done some things to yourself and publicly people are aware of what you've done to yourself, you've harmed yourself, people watch how you handle yourself. Oh, yeah. And I think sometimes we live in this world where we get this form of to the public, but deep down inside, there's still resentment, bitterness, shame, guilt, and all of those entities that really don't build us up and don't work to deliver us, but they work to bind us and to hold us down and hold us back. But I'm telling you, when we really do forgive and we let go of the weight that so easily beset us, and I think it's the amplified version that says, lay aside the weight that torments and harasses us. Oh my God, that is so true. I don't know about you, but I know what it's like to be tormented and harassed by something I've done, where I've hurt, I haven't been good to me. As Mary J. Blige says, wasn't always gentle with me. I wasn't kind to me. And so I had to give grace. I had to learn how to give grace to me. I wasn't taught that. I had to learn how to give grace to me. And I'm still working on that because I'm not perfect. And I say things to myself and I do things that are not what I need to do for Stephannie. And I think you do the same because you're human too. And also, there have been people who have done things to me, that have been hurtful. The flex here is making the decision to do the work. And it's hard a lot of times to do the work, to rise above an offense, something you've done to yourself or something that someone's done to you. Putting in the work requires introspection, it requires awareness, and it requires action. And it's a focus on self. That is difficult when we are vying with what I did to me. How could I do that? How could I be that stupid and beating self up? It's difficult when we're looking at the person who is responsible for a wound, large or small, deep or shallow. Nonetheless, they cause the wound. They're responsible for this emotional pain. They are responsible for this mental anguish. They are responsible. And oftentimes I'm learning myself and clients and people I talk to over the years, when we talk about getting past forgiveness, if we're not careful, we'll always be stuck on what they did or what I did, and I can't believe I did it. We stay, we can stay too long in that dark place of I can't believe she did that to me. I can't believe he said that to me. I can't believe I said that to myself. I can't believe I did that to me. And we it's human and natural to think that, but to stay in that place is not good for us. And here on the Winning Ways platform, this platform is about building people up and saying things and offering tools and advice and messages that propel people into that momentum, that movement of moving upward and forward to become the better version of themselves and to see themselves become that better version of themselves. Pure forgiveness is top tier. It's better than maintaining um, the misery, the gore, the dysfunction, the need for validation. Hear my story. This is what they did. Being the victim. I want you to know what, okay, I know, now what? We're going to get, that was wrong. Now, how do we get you to a better place? So, moving into the better place sometimes requires hard work when we realize we're not trying. No, I want you to focus on what she did. I want you to focus on what he said and he did and they did. Doing the work to get beyond that requires us to want better for us and not to stay focused on the person who caused this damage and this wound and this hurt. That's a flex. That's a flex because I'm telling you, so many people find it easier not to put in the work, to give the optics that they are okay and that they are past whatever form of denying the power of God. It's a form of godliness. It's not, because I've learned that if we have that residue of pain still somewhere there in our soul, somewhere, that bitterness, that resentment, it comes out. That hurt comes out. It oozes out in conversation. It oozes out in the way we function throughout the day. So tonight, I challenge you to make a choice. Make a choice that you are not accepting, excusing what you did that was wrong for you or to you, or what someone did to you. You're not excusing it. Oh, they are accountable, but you're not going to exert all your energy on that. You're going to exert all of your energy on healing from that, and becoming whole from that, because healing and becoming whole are two different aspects. And hopefully you want to become whole. And how do you do that? You decide to do some introspection. You ask the Lord every day, because I don't know how long your healing will take. Everyone doesn't get healed instantly, like the woman who touched the hem of Jesus's garment. You know, there's a process to forgiveness. And just like there's a process with grief and other emotional um, experiences that we go through, there's a process to forgiving ourselves and forgiving others. What I've learned in my processes is that I saw things that I didn't know existed in me when I had to forgive myself and when I had to forgive others. I said this before and I'll say it again. When I wrote about forgiveness in 1997 in the chapter Forgiveness is Not an Option, I was dealing with some stuff simultaneously, different fronts. And in each case, I had to forgive multiple individuals. I had to learn what it meant to extend grace. At the same token, I was learning about me, because I realized that since then, it doesn't mean extending grace means that I'm a wimp. It doesn't mean I'm a simp. It doesn't mean I'm a punk. It doesn't mean I'm a doormat, a pushover. I battled with that. So I want to do what Jesus said, but was I truly forgiving? You know, and as long as we live, we're going to have to forgive someone, including ourselves, because we're human and we just mess up. We're not perfect. So I want to say to you, if you want better for you, ask the Lord to help you to move into that space of becoming whole. And the Lord knows you better than you and anyone else. Knows you better than your mother and your father. Yes, he does. He knew all of us before we were in our mother's womb. He chose us. And so he knows what it is that we need. And that's why some people's journey is different, because we're all made different. We're wired differently. And God will show you and I what we need to do to forgive ourselves and to move through forgiving others who have caused great and deep wounds in our lives. All right. So I challenge you in your quest to become better. I challenge you to dig deep within you so that the power that is in you will rise above and overwhelm and overshadow the hurt from the offense. All right, that's it for tonight. This day two. All right. And I hope that this has been a blessing to you. I really do. Comment and let me know if it has been or not. And I'm going to move right along here and close out. Thank you for joining in tonight. Yes, yes, yes. And tomorrow I will move into day 3 of 12 days of forgiveness. See you then.